Good afternoon, everyone. Ghostface Reviews as always. Today's review is going to be a look at The Strangers Prey at Night Special Edition DVD. I was looking for this for a while until I actually realised it hadn't been released yet, and I felt really stupid for it. I saw this movie in the cinema twice because I honestly loved it. If you haven't seen it and you've seen the first one, you'll know that the first one is a home invasion movie, kind of like You're Next, movies like that. But the original Strangers is one of the best. Now, this movie takes a slightly different tone to that movie. This one is more of an 80s slasher style movie, sort of intended to be slightly more fun, but still has serious undertones compared to the original. This also has some scenes in it that pay respect and montage to classic horror movies such as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, among other movies, just by the way certain scenes were shot. So it's a super beautiful movie. The way it was shot, the scenery, the way there is tension the entire way through this movie, in all the right places. But yeah, as I said, I saw it twice in the cinema, and now I finally managed to pick it up on DVD. And I was in, I think it was a local Asda store with my friend a few days ago, and he pointed it out to me. Otherwise, I would have missed it yet again. And yeah, so as you all know, I've bought all three of the masks from this movie, which are currently being made by Trick or Treat Studios. They're on pre-order at the moment, and it says they should be being posted out fairly soon from Mad About Horror UK, so they'll be coming soon. Now, this movie, the mask of the man in the mask is slightly different. You should be able to notice to the first movie. The mask is not as smooth looking as the original one. It's more worn down and damaged, and it seems to be a completely different style as well, and the smile on the mask itself is different. Dollface has the exact same mask essentially, and the pin-up girl also has pretty much the same mask, and I believe that this is a slightly different painted up version of the emo girl mask, that's the name of it, that is sold in American Halloween stores, maybe like Party City, stuff like that. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe it's called emo girl. We don't get those over in the UK, which sucks because I really want a mask of her, but now I've got them coming. I'm super excited for that. So this movie was given a 15 rating, which is, I'd say, fair. It's got some really cool kills in it, really inventive, and as I said earlier, the tension in this movie is excellent, the way it's played out. The soundtrack for this is sort of like 80s hits, and they're all really upbeat, and they're designed in a way that they're not meant to fit what's going on in the scene, but also work really well, if that makes sense. So it's meant to be unsettling that the killers are listening to that sort of music while these violent acts are taking place. So the soundtrack's excellent. So this has the slipcase on it, this DVD. So here's the back. You've got Dollface peering through the car window. I think that was the police car in the movie that Kinsey's in. I won't have any spoilers in here in case you haven't seen it, because it kind of slipped under the radar, this movie. It wasn't really advertised much, and the DVD release wasn't either. So here's another probably better image of Man in the Mask and his new sort of mask style look. And then next to that we have Kinsey and her mother. We have the infamous pool scene with Man in the Mask and Kinsey's brother. There's videos of that on YouTube if you want to see that part. And then we have the pin-up girl / emo girl mask with Kinsey, which is the only sort of jump scare in the movie. So this has bonus features with interviews on it, cast and director interviews, which is super cool because I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's received a lot of unnecessary hate, and I do honestly think it is one of the best modern releases of a sort of 80s slasher style movie. Super, super cool. If you like the first Strangers, you'll probably still enjoy it, even though it takes a slightly different tone. So just pop that there. So again, similar, well, the same image essentially on the front, the same on the back, and then just open this up quick. Doesn't come with any artwork or anything inside, sadly. It'd be nice if it came with a booklet of some kind, but it's not really much of an issue. And then the disc, it has the same artwork as the DVD case and the card sliding out case. I'd have to say I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars, but that is only because I really, really enjoyed it. I know it's received a lot of negative reviews, but I don't think they're justified. But I have a pretty broad taste in movies. Not that people who don't like it have, but I just like the idea of, you know, different things being thrown out there and tried out by directors, and I think this was an ambitious movie and I think it paid off. So yeah, The Strangers Prey at Night, definitely check it out. Watch the first one first and then watch the second one. This is set, I think it was 10 years, I think it's 10 years after, 5 years or 10 years after the first movie. So the directors have left a gap in between the two in case they potentially make a third, which I doubt they'll do now, but they might. And just one last quick thing before the end of this review, where it says based on true events, if you look into The Strangers, the first movie especially, it's kind of loosely based, the true events it speaks of it's loosely based on the Manson murders, and the fact that they had girls, I think it was in this cult they had, so it's kind of meant to, there's a lot more to it than that, with the true event side of it, but it's fairly interesting. And the other thing about this that's true is when where Dollface, this one, knocks on the doors of the houses, she always says, "Is Tamara home?" Now, Tamara is not actually a person in any of the movies, it's just a name that she says for some reason. And the reason that the director added this in is because apparently when he was a kid, this happened to his house, and someone knocked on his door and said, I think it might have been Tamara, it could have been a different name, but they said, "Is this person home?" And if you weren't in, I think it was if you weren't in or you were, and I've completely forgotten, but basically the people would come back and basically terrorise the people and then break into the homes and steal valuables and things like that. So that's basically what it was, you know, based after the Manson murders, and that scared the director when he was a kid. So pretty cool. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. It is a really good movie, I think. And yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. There'll be plenty more coming soon, especially The Strangers Mass as well, if you've enjoyed this review of the movie. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Cheers, guys.